Alright, so we're back for round two. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. Then I'm going to grab some dinner. So I think round one went pretty well. So we'll see what we can do for round two. I'm guessing this is probably going to end up getting recorded over a couple days, but we'll see. I'm curious how it's going to work because I think we just started the new league like yesterday, so or the like league season or whatever. So just gonna be honest and say that I don't know how to fill this like awkward airtime. We did it. I don't have to fill it anymore. Disarming honesty. Okay, let's do it round two. We lost the die roll. Bummer. Okay, so we have a hand here, 2 lands. We've got a stored draw, discard, 2 LEDs. The LEDs are a little bit awkward, but if I can play them out on turn 1 if it doesn't look like he's going to. If we get like probe therapy on this, that's gonna suck. But definitely getting at the stored draw and this lowers the threshold for the combo a ton. So I think I keep this. Mostly because I've got lands, the stored draw, part of the combo, and some protection. So let's go ahead and keep. Alright, goal this game, obviously not lose. Okay, so ponder. This probably looks kind of like miracles here, I'm thinking. So the therapy is going to be pretty solid. Now the question is, since things are going to be safe in my hand, and we're going to be probably fighting on the stack. Now the question is, if I play this out like it's miracles, and then this ends up being Deathblade, I might get super punished if they like bring in, if they like play a Thoughtseize into me or something. So I don't have a ton to go on just on that opening play. All right, Labman in hand, not the best. So what I may do here to lower their guard is just Island Pass. And because I don't really have a great play other than that, I feel like playing out the LEDs in the bobble is going to start like really making it look weird. I'm not worried about them fighting over these probably because the real fight is going to end up being over the Ritual and the Doomsday. So I think I go Island, Pass, hope to appear non-threatening. Anyway, what I was saying is the goal here is going to be to manage the clock a little bit better this game. All right, so we got the Flooded Strand. So this is going to help us continue looking like miracles, I'm thinking. So I might just Flooded Strand pass again. I think since I don't really have it and I don't have a way to like throw it together really quickly here, it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to give him any like reason to have a bunch of alarm bells ringing. So for right now, I'm thinking this looks pretty safe. What I don't want, ouch, that is horrible, is for him to start like having alarm bells ring for any reason. The Bloodstained Mire is going to screw us over. The Conjurer's Bauble is going to kind of screw us over. It's possible that he doesn't know that this is a thing in Doomsday, and I think a lot of people wouldn't. And that this will look like some kind of shitty top replacement. And, you know, it is for Doomsday, but not obviously for Miracles. So I'm thinking that the fact that we've gotten to 3 lands without really a play says to me that some kind of Miracles-y thing is going on. So I think we just have to go with it and have the jig be up, play this out, maybe play all of this out. Just because, or maybe play like one of them out just so that we can kind of get the combo going. So Let's go ahead and run out the bauble. Okay, so that resolved. I don't know that there's a lot of point in cracking this fetch right now, so I might just like drop the Bloodstained Mire, play out a Lion's Eye Diamond. What I'm afraid of is like if a counterbalance or something happens, we could run into some kind of situation where, like, you know, there's a land on top and these get countered coming in or something like that, which would suck. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and drop all of these just to get them resolved, since what I'm seeing is like white-blue, the battle's going to be over the stack. If he's brought in stuff to deal with permanents, or if he has that main deck, then, you know, fair enough. So I really don't know what to name with therapy here. I mean, I could say brainstorm, fair enough. I don't know that I need a therapy right now. Obviously, if I'm going for it, Forcible is probably going to be the thing, but in this matchup, it's like he could have counter spell, and he's got the mana for it. Okay, so Enlightened Tutor. Does he reveal it? Okay. It's end step, so I can't therapy now. Rest in peace. Okay, fine with that. So this is like some kind of Rip Helm thing, I think. Okay. That's fine. Cool. Don't need the graveyard. Okay, island, not great. I may go ahead, grab a swamp, and try and go, or I might just get an underground sea with the strand, and then try to go after Helm of Obedience. That's kind of like a crackpot play, but like, see how much mana Helm is. Like, do I need to be imminently worried about this? Helm of Obedience is 4 mana, and you can activate it for like 1. So if he drops like a land next turn, it's like lethal. So I really need to not die to that. So I think I go for this here. Like, maybe I should save it for the Force, but at this point, dying to this random thing is kind of the bigger issue. And it's possible that he just counters it. Okay, well, fair enough. Okay. Hope this works. Okay, we didn't get it. But that's not too bad. Okay, so he's got a counterspell. So we know that now. Awesome. And he's got a swords to really screw over our Latvian plan. So that's a bummer. But the good news is that he probably doesn't have that, which is awesome. I'll do my best to stop inhaling sharply through my nose. I'm sure that's really annoying. I wonder if there are any like audio settings I can do to make that less audible. But we will see. All right, down to 19 minutes. Energy field. What in the... Okay. Prevent all damage to source in your control. Okay. Alright. Luckily, we're not going for damage. Just give me a cantrip. Fine. Obviously, brainstorming is really good. I mean, I feel like Jace always gets played against me when I'm in kind of top deck mode like this, and it feels like it would be so crippling to okay, double force counterspell. Ouch. Gonna go ahead and ponder here. We've got everything on board, so it really is just a matter of finding the combo. That is terrible. So what I want here are like a therapy. I want Doomsday, or potentially like Burning Wish would be fine. Second order. Shuffle it. Get a Delta. Do Playland? No, we didn't. All right. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying is I feel like people should play like a lot more aggressively with Jace. Maybe that's like my play style, that I would just be going for it, but I don't know. I mean, obviously brainstorming every turn for freezies is super awesome. So maybe maybe I'm undervaluing that relative to double rest in peace. Awesome. That seems pretty good. Okay, Lotus Petal, not really what we're looking to do. Let's just play it out. Yeah. Okay, so this is, yeah, so some kind of like Rip Helm energy field combo thing. He's digging for the Helm. I feel like, so there's some kind of combo or something here that I think I'm missing. All right, so another ponder. Let's ponder. Okay, so again, we get a Badlands and a Dark Grit, so just all the manas. So we're gonna send that back to the Shadow Realm, give us a cantrip, or the card we want. Okay, so this isn't bad. With this, I'm guessing that it's going to eat one of those counter spells, which is not bad because in this position with Burning Wish, I feel like what I need to do is grab the therapy in my sideboard. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go ahead and grab my Volcanic because the polluted Delta can get my Badlands. So let's go ahead, Burning Wish. If he lets us get it, I'm going to grab the, yeah, so he's totally not letting that happen. All right, so we got the counterspell. Not the end of the world. So we got two-ish Force of Wills to deal with. Before we can go for the combo. Okay, another Bobble. I really don't need to, so maybe I just fire one of these off to just try and move us forward here. That's okay. Yep. Draw, act on impulse. Not great. So now what needs to happen is, like, if I cast this, it's just gone forever, which is pretty bad. Okay. So what I need to do is like hit a brainstorm to put that back on top. Okay. So I feel like at some point a Helm of Obedience is going to happen to us, so this is it. Yeah, I'll just concede I can't stop that. Okay. Alright, bummer. So now we know this is like a Rip Helm kind of thing. So what I'm thinking I want here are my Xanon Swarms. Echoing Truth would be cool. I'm not as worried about it. If I'm bringing the Xanon Swarms, maybe it makes sense to go for Abrupt Decay. A Chain of Vapor Pile might be a thing. I'm going to leave Chain of Vapor out. I think I'm gonna keep it conservative. Take out Baubles because they're on the slower end, and replace them with the Xanon Swarms. So let's run that. Did I bring in the? Oh, you know what? Let's go down. Let's take out a Flooded Strand. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So that game, I'm trying to think if there were any like clear, mistakes or anything. Yeah, I mean, that was just a case, like, we just hit a ton of mana and just kind of didn't find any business. I think I did okay in terms of cantripping and, like, knowing what I was looking for with those cantrips. Okay, so this is, like, kind of interesting in that, so I've got the one, if I hit the Doomsday, like, I've got the mana to just, like, throw it out there. I can kind of eat a force or just get the Xanon Swarm in play. He does have removal, but it's possible that he brought it out because he didn't see me play anything. If I mulligan, what am I looking for in that mulligan, I think is the question. So I've got part of the combo, I got some mana. I'm really leaning towards cutting Rain of Filth from the list to get like all together because it just feels really awkward in hands and stuff. So I mean, there are definitely times that it's worked out, but I really don't know. Leaning on a Swamp in the Lotus Petal could just really screw me over, and I don't know, this feels kind of iffy. So let's go ahead and mulligan it. Be better. Okay, so this is better. So what I can do with this is Volcanic, maybe like drop these two, and then, so probably like Volcanic, Lotus Petal, play the Xanon Swarm, drop these two, pass. Yeah, that seems fine. That on top is fine. Is it fine? Yeah. Yeah, so we can fire one of those off next turn that way. Alright, so let's play the Volcanic. Let's play the Lotus Petal. Let's go for the Xanon Swarm. If this resolves, that's super awesome. If it doesn't, that's fine. Hooray! Alright, so then let's LED run out the Conjurer's Bauble. So we're pretty set up to do okay here. He's got removal though, so this may not live to see next turn. Yes. So I need to be better about sixing. I really don't have any plays here. I guess I could... Yep. Okay, that happened. Alright, well, that is fine. Okay, so the question is which of these two? So this digs deeper, so I'm going to go ahead and use Ponder. I only need one cantrip in hand. Dark Ritual, Probe. I really don't want any of this. I'd like to see kind of a land. One Ritual is fine, but I can't even cast it, so I don't. This isn't great. Yeah, let's shuffle it. Get a Delta. That is awesome. So now the question is, do I keep digging? I would love some discard in this matchup. So maybe Delta, Underground Sea, go for the Preordain isn't like terrible here. Going for the Preordain, hoping to hit discard of my combo. Is that bad? Is there any reason I don't want to do that? Let's go ahead and pass. Okay, so I got 12 minutes left in the match. Keep an eye on that. So my reason for passing here is I think the longer I wait, the more like kind of power that's getting. I forget where I heard this, but like, yeah, the longer you wait to brainstorm, the more like value you're getting out of it. And obviously I need this. Again, one of the hard things I mentioned last round about Doomsday is that like the preordain, the ponder, the probe, brainstorm, the bauble, they're all combo pieces in addition to things that help assemble the combo. So they end up like serving this really weird purpose where, you know, I need all those in my hand as I'm comboing, but I need to use them usually to get the combo together. So this is just happening a bunch now. I think I go for this here just because I really want. Okay, LED. So I'm gonna bottom LED since we've got one. I really don't need more. Duress on top, I'm totally cool with. I kind of want to save this for the combo turn, though. I don't really want to just, like, randomly Duress. But maybe that helps. So the problem is he's going for this kind of, like, slow, clunky win con. Okay. Let's pass. Stay hydrated, kids. Alright, here's the Enlightened Tutor. Rest in peace. Okay, here we go. Yep. That happened. Okay, so we have a Burning Wish. So maybe what I do here is I Duress, get what's in his hand, and then hope, you know, Burning Wish into... That gives me the option either get Doomsday, or get Bounce, or get another discard piece. So let's just kind of see where he is here. Ooh, okay. So he exiles a Jace to use this force. I mean, I'm pretty much okay with that. Duress doing work. Okay, so he's hitting land drops. So this isn't bad. Okay. Underground Sea is awesome here. So, okay. What I can do... So this is really awkward here with the act in hand. So, because what's going to happen is I could Burning Wish, get a therapy, try and use the therapy on him. I could get like a Void Snare, try and just get him, you know, put that back in his hand. I mean, ultimately, it seems like getting Doomsday is the thing to do. It would help a lot if I could, like, brainstorm, act on impulse on top of the pile. So what I really need to do is, like, wait and get some stuff together. So it seems like he's kind of, he doesn't have, like, a ton going on here. So I think, oh boy, here it is. Okay, so kind of need to kill him right now. All right, so how does this work? I'm not really worried about the clock at this point because if he untaps, he just stone cold kills me. Now the problem is I'm guessing he has some kind of counter magic, but maybe he doesn't. If I go ahead, if I ponder, I need to hit like a brainstorm and then a doomsday or something. So I think we ponder here, dig, see what we can find. And then I need to be able to brainstorm that back. Yeah. Let's see. Let's undo. Let's go ahead and do it with one of these. Oh man, does that work? If I need the red. Let's do with one of these since I have more black. Maybe that's wrong. Hard to know. Okay, so that's not great. Alright, I'm trying to think. We could take Reign of Filth, go up to 3, 4, 5, 6 mana and 1 red. Cast Burning Wish. Okay, I mean, I think that's our only plan. Like, we cast Burning Wish, get the Doomsday, because we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're red. 1, 2, 3. So we're at 5. So we have 1 black floating. We act on. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the mana to both. So we have to take Rain of Filth because I don't have the mana, so I can't duress. So maybe we just get countered out and die here, but I think that is the play, as much as there's a play. The other thing is we could shuffle and then just hope to get like randomly lucky, but this seems better. Like strong air quotes on better. So my guess is he counted up. Alright, we're dead. Alright, I'm going to pass and then let him kill me here. I'm trying to think. The absolute hardest I could do this would be to just do this, hit a Doomsday, and then just straight die. Woo, we got there. All right, so we're just talking. It didn't quite work out. We'll kind of reflect on it. I'm trying to think what could have gone better here, and this is sort of what I don't know. One of the toughest things about this deck is anyone being faster than you, especially, you know, like something like this. I mean, this was like he old school style got to 4 mana for this combo. I Doomsday fan, as are we all. And so what I will say is the coolest thing about Doomsday is that it's one of those decks where everybody is rooting for you as you're playing it. Like when you play Dredge, like you kind of it's sometimes it's fun to get that like salty, you know, total hatred from your opponents. I'm a big Belcher fan, partially for that reason. But Doomsday, like everyone's on your side. It's kind of awesome. I'm gonna pass and let him kill me just because I think that's awesome, and it's like super lame as a combo player when someone doesn't let you do your combo. Uh... All right. So not great. All right. So yeah, reflecting back, man. I mean, so 2-3 on games, 1-1 in matches. I'll say that like for my like first league with Doomsday, I've played in a couple local events, but this is my first like Moto league with it. Um, my goal is basically to like win a sanctioned match of Legacy with Doomsday, and I achieved that. So like I'm feeling pretty good about that. Playing second round, I kind of need to go back and watch that and kind of see if anything stands out to me because right now I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it kind of felt like both times like the counter magic was just sort of there, and I didn't quite hit the discard to do that. Maybe that's on me for not mulliganing to the discard. I don't know if that was a great plan. I need to look again at the hand I kept the second game. It doesn't really stand out to me as like a horrible keep, but maybe it wasn't the right one for that matchup. Um, hmm. Other things to think about would be cantripping. I mean, I don't think being less aggressive with that. I didn't end up in a position where I had the combo in hand, but no way to draw into the pile. So there wasn't like an awkward situation like that that sometimes arises when you cantrip like too aggressively. It was that like I was cantripping maybe too aggressively, but still not finding anything. And that kind of happened in the first match. So we'll take a look at it and see. In the article, I'll try and provide some thoughts and all that. So thanks, guys. I'll see you for round 3.